Hi everyone. No, this is not a cooking show. I'm just making breakfast for my family. And today I'm going to be painting a modern day interpretation of the Empress Tarot card. And for this, my friend Mary is going to be posing. She works for L.I.N.K.S, which is a section within the Wandsworth Borough Council that is dedicated to working with families within the community. And I really felt that this would be a perfect interpretation for the card, as the Empress traditionally was associated with maternal influence. But I felt instead of focusing on just the mothers, it would be great to focus on helping the family as a whole. So I hope you enjoy.
So I'm the team manager of Wandsworth L.I.N.K.S, and it's links as in the connections we have. It's an umbrella project. So we've got 3 services. We have the group look service, and then we have a service called family group conferences, and then we have another project called Lifelong Links. We're part of Wandsworth, but we're not the statutory part of Wandsworth. So we were given this building in 2020 because of the pandemic. But at the time we were thinking about how people could get to groups centrally. And actually where we are now, we can get a bus from any part of Wandsworth. And that makes a big difference. We have people from all classes, from all cultures, from all abilities doing the groups. So because of the centralisation of the group, this building, it just means that you get more of a flavour of what's happening in Wandsworth. I'm really lucky where I work is that we've got a really good team, you know. The people really care about what they're doing. They want to make a difference. Parenting groups are really important. It's a room full of kind of amazing people who are willing to kind of share themselves. To do a parent group, you have to be referred by a professional agency. That could be a GP, it could be a health visitor, it could be the school, it could be children's services, early help. We've had them from solicitors as well. A family, parents would have to want to do it. Even though sometimes some of the families have been, it's part of a plan to do it. Sometimes people can get really upset. Why are you sending me on a course? But what we find on a whole is if people commit to 3 weeks, they realise, actually, it's not just me that finds it difficult. And it's complicated being a parent. We say to somebody who's doing, someone who's a mechanic, you know, you have to do all this training. But we say to people who have a baby, have it for 9 months in your body and then go on and do it. We give them a toolbox. They're not going to use every tool, you know. You won't use every tool with a 7-year-old, but you might use different tools with a 14-year-old, so it's building up that network. It also supports people to realise that actually it does take a village, and it's really important to reach out and get support. I can say with an open heart that I've seen people coming into the project in the rust, you know, alcohol and drugs. And I've seen people being able to maintain being sober for over a year. I've seen children coming back to live with their mothers. I've seen relationships rebuilding. I've seen people recovering. So that's been really powerful. I'm here now long enough where I'm walking down the road and I meet really tall young boys, men, who say, hello, Miss Kelly, hello, Mary Kelly. And I worked with them when they were 7. But what we try to do here is anyone that we work with, we never really say goodbye. We send stuff out in the WhatsApp group. If it's about toys, information that people need to know. And we would hope that people would know they could come back and go, you know, this is happening, could I have a chat? Mm-hmm. So we don't always have to send stuff off. People just need a conversation sometimes to know they're doing okay. We say it on the course, you carry your parents' and your grandparents on your back. What we know about the course, Strengthen Families or Hold, is that what we're saying to people, you have to remember your own childhood. And we know that can be painful for people. We've had people having really strong reactions when they're doing the group. We've had people telling, I've had people telling me that they've gotten really sad when they've done the group because they remember what they didn't have themselves. But also, I've had people coming back a year later, kind of saying my relationship with my child got better. I stopped seeing them as somebody who's out to get me. And I've realised around the child development stages that actually they've only been a child. That steps that you walked up today, hundreds of people have walked up with in different settings, It was part of the school, it was a children's centre in Sure Start Time, had loads of different energies coming through. Because it is about opening a new door. And going up the stairs is a representation of the journey people go on. We have a lot of quotes in the group, keep your side of the street clean, only for today. And then I just thought, if you worry too much about the past, you can feel depressed. And if you worry too much about the future, you can feel really anxious. So I think it is just for today. And we've all got a really important job to do. And it's about turning up for the job, yeah? And being able to give as much as you can. And also what we say in the group is, before you take care of anyone else, you have to take care of yourself. And that's what we try to do in the project as well. It's also the ability to know that change can happen if you put the book in.